Hello, everyone. Again, I'm so happy that I had this opportunity to be here with Authors Promotion Show and to promote another great author who is not only the author, she has lots of certification, lots of qualification as a nurse, and she's board certified nurse, and she's doing a lot of great job. And recently she actually published a great book with other contributors there, and I really wish to introduce her to you. Her name is Shayna Melissa Stockman. Very,
Hi.
very welcome to my show.
Ah, thank you for having me. I absolutely love your show.
Thank you so
Such
much.
an advocate for wellness.
Yes, I'm really impressed for
Thank
what you
you.
earned, because you have a lot of certification, and it's great that you're doing a great mission to bring others share their story in your book. And I really wish to know about this. First, tell me about yourself. Why did you decide to write this book? And just tell me about your background, and then we get there.
Sure. Great. Hi, I am Shayna Melissa Stockman. I am a board certified nurse practitioner, holistic healer, um, as a nurse practitioner for 3 decades now. And basically, I was in full blown heart failure myself. The doctors literally overdosed me in the hospital. The specialist left me totally hopeless, and I helped heal myself without meds and feeling better than I have in years. And now I'm sharing with the world that even though they've been to a lot of specialists, there is hope for them. There's not just modern medicine, there's merging and fusion of Eastern and Western and alternatives that they too can have hope and inspiration and feel better and do more.
Beautiful.
Thank
So,
you.
what kind of holistic medicine did you study?
Thank you. Well, I studied traditional Eastern and Western medicine both. By the time I was in my 20s, I already had 5 college degrees.
Wow.
I first started with my LPN RN. So I had those 2 licenses by the time I was 21. And then I went further to become a nurse practitioner. And then I sat and got board certified nationally. And then I went back and got a second nurse practitioner license for also children. So now I truly can do from premature infants to the 100+ year old.
Wow.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And, for me, it started a really long time ago. I was quite young, and my grandma really left a great impression on me. My grandpa was a pharmacist back in the days, up to the 60s. And I remember my grandmother eating a banana with her diuretic, with her water pill to replace the potassium. And I think that was the first time I saw that there was something else other than medicine. And then it just, it went from there.
Yes, definitely
And
diet is the first priority before medicine.
yes. And people don't realize this. A lot of time they think they're just stuck with their genetics. And I'll give you an example. Like for my grandmother, all her siblings were diabetic. She ate right, stayed skinny, watched her sugars, never developed the diabetes. So I believe that you really have the power to decide if a gene is going to be expressed or not. We cannot change our genes, but we can change if they're expressed to a certain degree.
Melissa, I don't know, Shayna or Melissa.
Either way, do you want me to clarify that for the viewers?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so basically, my whole life I was Melissa Sonia Stockman. And a little over a year ago, I got my original birth certificate, and my birth name is Shayna Melissa. So I'm transitioning back. So if you hear somebody call me Melissa, they knew me for years ago. If you hear someone call me Shayna, they may be a new friend.
Doesn't matter, Shayna or Melissa. So you have a great background. We will talk about this health background in your another show that I just
Sure.
recommend other friends to come and join us. But for this show, we're gonna specifically talk about your book. So tell me
Ex-
about that.
Okay, great. So basically, it started several months ago. I have a lot of local friends, and a lot of them didn't know each other. And I thought they could all really help each other. One owns a restaurant, one might have an event at that restaurant. So I wanted to introduce them. So my envision was around a Japanese walk, have some dinner, a couple of drinks, and introduce them to network. And then it turned into, hey, COVID hit. I took a 1 day class. No one wanted to end it. I accepted about 100 of the applicants into my private group, and we started from there. So we changed it from Women on Wednesdays to World of the Wise. And our first Zoom, we literally had several countries on, from Grenada, Canada, Australia, a lot of different countries. And it started from there. And then I was asked to do a chapter in a book many years ago. I was the volunteer medical director of a nonprofit, Time to Play, and I didn't have time in my life. So I graciously declined. More recently, I was acknowledged in a friend Kai's book. And then a celebrity asked me to do part of her book. And then her producer reached out to me, her publisher, to do my own book and loved the idea of this. But then I decided to go with a different publisher because I wanted real good quality. And a lot of my fellow friends also look up to me and said, wow, I could be an author in your book. So, I wanted all of us to come together and make our message from our mess, make our mess our message. Like things, instead of the road less traveled, I want to learn from someone that's been there, done that, so I can learn at an expedited pace.
Beautiful. How many
Thank you.
contributors do you have in the book?
29 total and one helping the other. So really 30. And I look at it like this: 30 contributing authors, a lot from the US, several different states, a few different countries. If we each only have 10 years experience times 30, that's 300 years experience packed into 300 pages.
Yes, beautiful. You have 300 pages on the book?
Yes, over 300.
Wow,
And a
my
few
goodness.
surprises.
Yeah. But the only digital one is there right now, right?
Yes, the digital one just released today, and within the first hour, it's already number 2 in Australia, which is
Wow.
totally amazing. Yes, and it is released in all the countries simultaneously, the digital version. However, very shortly, later this month, we will release the paperback, and in the future, probably a hardcover as well.
Beautiful. Congratulations with
Thank
your
you. I'm just waiting for
author.
that bestseller status so I can put it on the cover
Yeah,
before I print.
it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
Yes, and it's
So,
ordinary to extraordinary people. We're not authors by trade. We are just real, regular people that struggled in life, a lot of struggles that people can relate to. A lot of people in their struggles think, wow, nobody can relate to me. They haven't been in this situation. And now they're out of 30 of us, there's a struggle that someone can relate to have hope that, wow, I'm not the only one going through this right now. And look how successful she is, and be inspired and empowered with the knowledge we're giving them so that they too can overcome their obstacle at an expedited pace.
beautiful. So
Thank you.
how long did it take from the beginning that you had this idea until you
Um,
have it published?
Months, less than a year. And I
Wow.
have not slept in months though. Like that's why I literally probably spent 1,000 hours into this book and probably read it about 300 times of editing.
Yeah, I see.
So
That
a
happened
long
with the book.
time.
Yeah.
Yes. The book
Yeah.
together came along very nicely, but then it was all the details that take a lot of time. I put so much extras, so many extras into the book. Even the e-version, all the quotes are italic, special words are bolded. All of my authors were able to, I had them put a bio at the end of their chapter so they can plug their business, they have their headshot. Most of them have an image of them during their struggle, so it can really be imagined of them going through them at that at the time. And all their links are clickable, so if you love an author and you're like, wow, Michelle's a 3-time divorcee, I'm going through this for my second time, I want to reach out, at the end of her chapter is her bio with links that you can click and go right to her website.
Wow, beautiful. So are you
Thank you.
gonna continue your work with another version?
Yes, originally I'm like, I need a break already. But so many people are reaching out and wanting to be in this one, and it was already past deadline. And they're like, can I be in your next one? Can I be in your next one? So, what I would love to do is make it a series. This is 30 struggles from all different struggles, everything from sexual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, cancers, disabilities, every struggle you could imagine. However, now I would like to make a series where we have overcoming life obstacles, addiction, where it's just alcohol, drugs, gambling, sex, fetishes, OCD. Another one, overcoming life obstacles, malignancies for cancers, leukemias. Another version, overcoming life obstacles for maybe death and dying. So somebody that's going through that struggle can see multiple stories and multiple viewpoints with multiple different tools to learn and expedite their own recovery.
Beautiful. We have some comments
Oh, I
from,
haven't been reading them.
yeah,
Oh, thank you, Susan.
Susan
Yes, the
Juggernaut.
insight. Yes, the genetic expression is a totally other show, but it is so amazing. And I recently made a client. I acknowledged and gave him the power, the knowledge to empower him that he just thought his diabetes and obesity and hypertension ran in the family. It's in my family. And I made him realize it was the unhealthy eating habits that were inherited from watching the parents and the sedentary lifestyle that contributed to the obesity. And then that caused the hypertension and the diabetes. Fast forward, I helped him drop 100 pounds with biohacking. And he no longer had high sugars, high blood pressure. He didn't need pills. And his knee pain went away. And he wasn't dragging around an extra 100 pounds.
So we recommend everybody to watch your next show on Green
Yes,
Healing.
yes.
Yeah, and I love your energy.
Oh, thank you.
100% sure that's gonna be awesome too. So with this show, I mean, with the author promotion show,
Yes.
you have also have your own story, there, right?
Yes.
Can
And
you tell about your story?
sure. My story was my battle with what I call the sick care, not healthcare system in the US. That's a big portion of my story because I feel there's all these cancer centers around, right? And out by me, there's also now a children's cancer hospital and a breast cancer center. But we don't have a lot of preventative centers. I don't know. I don't see them. And it's very frustrating being in the healthcare field. I want to be more proactive than reactive.
That's it?
No, there's a lot more, but I can tell you about some of the other struggles in the book
Yes,
as
please.
well.
Yeah, summary.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. We have, like I was mentioning before, a three-time divorcee. So that's someone that's been there, done that, can save people years of time. And she went from surviving to thriving now and showing a lot of other divorcees how. She's from Minnesota. We have Miss Veronica Gianferri in New Hampshire. I have some great news I want to share with you. She also had a lot of obstacles. She talks in the book about all sorts of abuse from a very young age. She also talks about battling cancer and from stage 4 diagnosed in 2018 to just yesterday, we found out she's in partial remission and it's no longer in her blood. And yes, she merged chemotherapy and the biohacking to get the best of both worlds. So I'm so super happy for her. We have so many different walks of life. We have someone in Australia, John McGill, who is a Harley lover, and he talks about losing his wife to a terminal illness. We have another couple of fellow Long Islanders, Jocelyn and Corinne Martin, that lost their mom to the battle. And they went through the whole battle and then the loss of a parent. We have Bob Palacastro. He has a nonprofit here called Angela's House, and his little girl was a special needs child. And at the time, there was no facility for 24/7 nursing care on Long Island where we are. So he had to travel hours each way to go visit her every day. And since her passing, he's opened 3 Angela's homes for
Wow.
special needs children to have truly skilled 24/7 nursing that is totally nonprofit. And we have a lot of stories that are not medical related at all. We have a all-time record-breaking athlete who has won over 4,000 races, a professional horse jockey. He's broken, one of the records was the all-time he's At 55, the oldest man to compete in the Kentucky Derby and to keep up with the 20-year-olds. He thanks that to the biohacking. They're not all biohackers. We also have Canada, Jenny Stapleton's from Canada, and we talk about making your mess your message. She went from a caregiver to turning that into her career as a caregiver coach. So now
Wow.
she's helping a lot of other caregivers be able to do a home business coaching other caregivers as well. So that's totally amazing. A lot of, wow, love the biohacking. Susan, no book on biohacking yet. That's soon to come. Maybe I'll have that as one of the additions for overcoming life obstacles, biohacking style. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
oh, we also have world-renowned artist, the Scott Jacobs in the book. His artwork is so surreal. It looks exactly like photographs. He's the first licensed artist for Harley Davidson and Ford and Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Elvis Presley Estates, and Marilyn
Wow.
Monroe. It is the most beautiful art you've ever seen. It's also on the back cover as well as inside.
Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna get back. We have like few seconds break and get back here.
Sure.
Yes. Please subscribe to Ponto Calhoun Transition channel and order my book Rules of Change for the Better. Tune up your mood and transform your life to reach your biggest dreams.
That was quick.
Okay. You know, I'm very excited. I really wish you write another book about biohacking, because even for my
I
clients
will.
as fertility, I talk about it a lot. I had another doctor in my interview, and she just mentioned about biohacking, and I really wish you to write
Nice.
a book.
Yes, I did not catch that one episode. I have caught a few of the others of yours, but not
Yeah,
that piece.
I will send it for you. She's amazing. She's so amazing. All right then. Okay, tell me about your Facebook page, your website. If you have any freebies, please let us know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, we do. Okay, so if they want to learn more about the biohacking, that's where they go to worldwellnessexpert.com.
I
World
don't have
Wellness
it here.
Expert.
Do I? No, you didn't give me this.
I can drop it in chat, worldwellnessexpert.com, or they can go to biohacknp.com. I'm going to put the biohack one down because people are interested in that.
Yes. See, we have others here.
There you go.
Veronica
Yes, I actually
Palomo.
trademarked. Oh, Veronica, I'm helping to get partial
Yeah,
remission. Yes, she's the one in partial remission from her stage 4. And in
beautiful.
2018, she was told she had a 2-month death sentence.
Wow. And the cancer is no longer in her blood. Wow, hallelujah.
Yes, her
Congratulations.
red
I
cells
love
and white
her.
cells.
Yeah. Isn't Melissa amazing? I love her. She has a great energy, and I really wish to have her in another show. Uh,
And can I tell about the freebies?
yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay, so the freebies, they're going to today until midnight Pacific time, they can get the free digital version, absolutely free, no emails, no funnels, no nothing. They can just, we'll drop it down below the links in every single country digital version. You can use that digital version on every format, iPhone, Droid, iPad, ThinkPad, Kindle, Nook, with no special app. So they're going to get that absolutely free as long as they click on the link and go to Amazon before midnight Pacific time tonight, Monday the 12th. And then also, every time they share this, and they can also go to the website for the book, overcominglifeobstacles.com, and the Facebook page, overcominglifeobstacles.com. Every time they share this from my overcominglifeobstacles.com, they're going to be entered in to win a personalized physical hard copy of the book that's autographed and personalized by some of the authors. And we're going
Amazing.
to raffle off a few of those as well. And that'll be on the Facebook page, Overcoming Life Obstacles. And soon there's going to be a link on the website, Overcoming Life Obstacles, where they can sign up to be in a future edition.
Oh, beautiful. I love it. So this is your website, biohacknp.com.
Yes, that's one of
And
them.
yes, and then this one with your Instagram, I just let it go for a while and then everybody can see it. Melissa Stockman. And where is your Instagram? Your Instagram should be the same, right? You have it? Yes.
My Instagram is Biohack. I'm typing it in right now,
Oh, I see. I see.
np.com.
I see. I
NP.
see. I see the
Yes,
bio.
my Instagram, yes. My Instagram, my Twitter, my website are all Biohack NP. My email is biohacknp at Gmail. The
I
book is overcominglifeobstacles.com. The book Facebook page is Overcoming Life Obstacles, all lowercase.
Yeah, Melissa, I really enjoy this. Very
Oh,
exciting. Yeah,
yes, thank
I
you for
can't wait
having me.
for next interview, like for the Green Healing Show, and then we're gonna
Oh,
go.
that would be awesome. Yes,
Yeah,
this went super quick. I really appreciate you having me. And I'm
no,
just so happy that this book is out and the soft cover will be real soon, as soon as it's a bestseller.
you still have 5 minutes. So if you have any recommendation or anything
Sure.
about, um,
Okay,
because
I
yeah,
can tell them. Yes, I would say this with the obstacles. I'll tell you a story. My
yes,
grandma raised me, and in older years, I had to take care of her. And that was very hard. I was a brand new nurse, and literally, I carried her into the doctor's office back then. This is in the 90s, right? You didn't get in a wheelchair from your insurance. And she said to me, when I started noticing she wasn't walking, we moved back in together. And she said to me, Melissa, do you ever think I'll walk again? And I put my critical thinking skills to work and I said, she probably was just weak and stiff from not walking home alone, afraid to fall down the stairs. So I gave her the belief. This is important with any obstacle. I gave her the belief. We envisioned it. I said, yes, you're going to walk again. We created short term goals, long term goals. We took daily massive action steps that were consistent. And within the next year, she was walking again, no walker, no cane,
wow,
nothing.
I love it. I love
So
your
believe,
energy.
yes, believe to achieve, set long term, short term goals, daily consistent action, and never, ever, ever quit.
What do you mean daily consistent action? Daily consistent action.
Daily, yes,
Yes.
consistent.
So you mean exercise or
Well, with her, remind you, this was in the early 90s. There wasn't, going to PT or anything like that. I would start her with a can of vegetables in each hand to regain arm strength. I had little leg weights on her legs. Then I would move things further away for her to walk with the walker and then to the bathroom. And, so I gave her the belief. We did stretching, strengthening exercises. And it was amazing. You have to believe. I think it's like this. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think you're going to fail something like a test, then you don't study and then you make your thoughts become your reality. So sometimes you have to change your thoughts to change your end outcome.
I love it. I love your energy
Thank
and your
you. And
recommendation.
I
Yes.
can leave you one more thing.
Yes.
I learned this. I don't want anyone to take the road less traveled and discover how to overcome on their own. It's like this: smart people learn from their own mistakes, and wise people learn from the smart people's mistakes. So I want everyone to be wise. That's why I'm just giving the digital book away until midnight.
Wow, that's so generous. Thank you so much. Let's
Yes, thank
go
you.
to other comments. You have a lot of fans
Oh,
today.
sorry, I haven't
Uh,
watched a lot of
they
them.
say
Oh,
you have
Susan.
a new book, Ponta Calhor. Yes, Susan, I have. I will
Yes,
talk
and
about it. Yes, as well.
my if they want to find me on Facebook, it's actually Melissa Stockman because that account was created before. I'll drop it in the comments right here. I don't know if you can
Okay.
banner
Yes,
it.
yes. Thank you so much. I will. And then, yes, she said, I'm waiting for biohacking book. Shayna, yes, we are.
Soon.
Yeah, yes, I have, Susan. I have another book.
And
That's another contribution as well.
thank you. And
Yeah,
soon I was doing weekly seminars because the biohacking so takes off and everyone wants to learn. So it saves me a lot of time and I can teach each of them a lot more if I have one session where a lot of them join in. So I'm going to be restarting that every Wednesday evening, probably 7 or 8 p.m. I will post the details on my Facebook page,
Facebook.
Biohack NP. Yes,
Beautiful.
Facebook's the easiest to keep updates with the
Exactly.
newest
I love
links.
Facebook. And then
Yeah.
Veronica, there was no cure for my
Oh,
cancer. Melissa was awesome. Yes, there is no doubt about it. Believe in yourself always and
yeah,
never
she
give
never
up.
gave up. Yes,
Yeah, you are
yes.
beautiful, Veronica. Thank you so much.
She
Yeah,
is.
I'm
She's such a
already
sweetest
encouraged
dear.
a lot. Yes.
And yes, so she can give hope to so many people. 50% of the adults in the US will have cancer in their lifetime. And, I work with their physicians. I just spoke with her oncologist the other day, who is another sweetheart.
Yeah, beautiful. So this is her. I just want to show that's the one you
Sure.
add. Facebook.com, Melissa. Is it a Stockman or this
Yes,
one's
that's a
zero?
zero. I did that
Oh,
purposely because yes, I had a lot of people wanting to follow me, and I just wanted to go down low a little bit and not be so bothered. So I
I
changed it to a zero. I figured those
yeah.
that really
I
want to
thought
find
you
me
made
to
a
learn more.
mistake writing it. So
No,
no, it's
I know that was a purposeful thing.
okay. I love you, Melissa, and I'm gonna
Oh, I love you
invite you
too.
for another show. And I I love this show because it was full of excitement, full of good
Thank
news,
you.
and we had a lot of great comments from great people.
Yes. And
Yeah,
since this is the author show, in the future, I am going to offer some seminars about the how-tos, what I've been through, and how they can learn that as an expedited rate as well.
yeah.
Because
You
a
are
lot
in
of
other
people,
promotion show group, right?
No,
Oh yeah, I have to add you.
yours. Yes,
So
because so many authors are reaching out to me and being like, "Oh, can you help me with my book?"
yes,
That
so
I
let
might just
me
create like
add
a
you
seminar.
there. I'm gonna add you there. So in author promotion group, there are lots of authors, and if other authors gonna reach to me for the show, promote themselves, and have another new
Yes.
message, they can come and join again.
Yes, and also a lot of people that might be in another book, they might want to be a two-time author or a two-time bestseller, or they might want to make a bestseller. So for me, this was a no-brainer. People spend tens of thousands of dollars to create their own book in years of their life, and a lot of times never become
I
published.
believe it.
So if they can write a little chapter, a little bit of money, and it could be 29 other people co-promoting your book could drive it to number one, and 29 other audiences that you get publicized on. I think it's a beautiful idea, and we all need to just my motto is this: let's turn our obstacles into stepping stones to elevate ourselves while we're uplifting others, and then celebrate, right? We don't want to just overcome, we want to celebrate, like, yes, did it. So now I created an acronym called OLO. It stands for overcoming life obstacles and optimistically lifting others. So now when you overcame your obstacle, instead of yes, you're like OLO, and I'm hoping to
Oh,
create a massive, yeah, OLO, not YOLO, OLO, like I overcame.
especially I love this show for this situation of COVID. People are
Yes.
a bit low, and these kind of energy needed
Yes.
for this
Well,
situation.
yes, what I did was I envisioned everyone helping each other up the mountain. So they're each laying a hand down to help up. And on the cover at the top, they're like this, like victorious, like we did it together, like we're each helping the other up. And that's the
Yes,
way the world needs to think. Instead of suppressing one another to outshine, we need to uplift each other together.
yes, we need to exactly. We need to stand, and this situation gonna be ended soon. That's
I
not gonna
hope. Yes.
continue.
And I hope this book gives them hope and inspiration and empowers them.
But
Empower.
the good thing about this COVID situation is that you can write your book. So you can write your book and start and bring your idea up, because what happened when you are working, you always have excuse that I don't have time to write it, but right now you have more time. Instead of be stressed out that you are out of job, you don't have any job to do, you can focus on other great things like writing a book.
Yes. And that's one good thing that came out of COVID. Not only the book, but I've met some amazing people in a lot of other countries that if we did not have this epidemic, I probably would have never met. I would have been
Yes,
just working the urgent cares 24/7.
me too. Like since COVID, exactly since COVID, I started this show podcast. Isn't it like for me, this office is like opening to the world, another world of great people,
Mm-hmm.
and connecting with them. This is amazing. Like seeing people that you still are connected. You are still connected to
Yes.
the world.
And I
Yes.
love how you also took your tragedy into triumph and made this amazing show. I mean, it's very professionally done. I thank you for
Thank
having
you
me.
so much. Thank you so much, Melissa. And again, I invite everybody to be here for the next one. We're gonna have her soon. I will announce
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, I will announce it in few weeks. And
Yeah.
let's just go through other comments and then say goodbye,
Hello.
celebrate. Olo again.
Yes. So,
Yes, and the
yes,
cover.
my cover has them climbing the mountain and the sunsets. To me, sunset means end of the day. You've accomplished things like done. And also, yeah, their call to action is go to the Facebook page, Overcoming Life Obstacles. In the lower, at the upper, they can set notifications. On the upper right, they can click invite all their friends to also have the opportunity to get this free ebook until midnight tonight, Pacific time. I'm going to drop the links hopefully down here and on the Overcoming Life Obstacles Facebook page. In the future, they can get the book or join to be in the next edition on the website, Overcoming Life Obstacles. And the biohacking, they can go to the Facebook page Biohack NP or the website Biohack NP. And they can find me on Facebook there if they'd like to be a personal friend of mine.
Yes, yes.
And I thank you again.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Tune in for the next beautiful show. I can't wait to join again. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.